I don't know. I'm not living life for life to be easy. Not that I'm necessarily creating challenges for myself, but art is an uphill battle, but I don't really feel that joy and that passion for much else. And the reason why I create is to let people know that they're not really alone, that we're all actually feeling these fears and having this pain and suffering, and there's so much beauty in that.
I keep hearing your voice in the spaces and the walls.
So, growing up, my mom was always playing in bands. She was actually playing in bands when she was pregnant with me. We had a huge record collection and she was always playing the records. That definitely planted a seed for me about music, but I was pretty much always singing, and I think I wrote my first song at like 10, and that was shortly after my mom had taught me to play guitar. I do think I need to be in a certain headspace to create. If I'm really distracted and there's a lot going on, stressed out, I'll have this like blankness that's almost a barrier. And usually to kind of combat that, I will just take a moment to meditate and breathe and really connect to what I'm feeling and thinking. And it's also helpful to just freeform write or just jam without the intention of actually creating something, and then it'll start to kind of come through. I think of creating and performing as going hand in hand. I know there are a lot of creators that don't perform, but for me, I don't think that my duty is done with a song until I've fully delivered it. And even if ideas I'm expressing are dark or sad, I still think that's coming from a healing place. And so I want the audience to kind of be in that place with me, and I want to be able to take them on my journey. I think one of the most inspiring things for me is mortality. Everybody shares in the idea that life is fragile, but I think it kind of creates this loneliness. You know, the human experience is very fleeting, and I think it's a blessing to experience the range of emotions that we do experience. And having consciousness is so amazing, but I also think it's part of what makes us feel separate from one another. If I can harness that musically, it'll kind of have the opposite effect on the audience by making them feel understood and feel like if everybody feels separate, then we must not be so separate after all.